No society wants you to become wise. It is against the investment of all societies.
What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. So, today, I have some more ideas about things that go on in my brain. So today I was thinking about how important it is for people to start reading. Because I know there are plenty of people, me included, that have had a hard time just reading any books at all. I used to like reading fiction and like adventure type stories when I was in middle school and all that. Quite some time now. And a friend of mine recently reminded me about that book. And so now I'm trying to push myself to get back into reading more, because the only thing that has really helped me get through life and to get through certain situations better is books, and the ideas that you can find therein. So I think we really need to start harping on reading quality books, not all that junk that everyone else reads. People magazine, all that shit, crap. I really think we need to start reading more quality, getting more quality, especially into our kids too, because they're growing up with all this stuff around them, social media, all this stuff, so much drama, so much negativity and stuff. I think we need to start getting our kids to start reading more important things. I mean, it doesn't even have to be too complicated. I mean, you can start having your kids read the simple stuff and then build them up to the point where they can start reading like the Odyssey and the Iliad and mythology and that kind of stuff, and just historical things that have lots of different kinds of ideas and ways to think about certain situations to get you through. So anyways, so a couple other ideas that I remember from Vegas and some that I've read through books. One that has really stuck with me personally because I've struggled with it. I was reading the book and this quote came up, and it says, "You can tell the size of a man by the size of the thing that brings him down." And that has always that's always been a struggle for me, because you get to a point when you really just want to give up, and you're just like, you're sick and tired of it. You're doing the work, and all those all the raw motivation stuff that it feels good in the moment when you're watching. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna do all sorts of awesome stuff. But when it comes down to the actual moment when you have to make a decision to do something that's uncomfortable, that's hard, that's painful physically, mentally, emotionally, when it comes down to that moment when you have to make that decision, it's way, way, way different from the moment when you're listening to all the motivational circuit and all that stuff. So I think it's really important to well, for me, that quote was really important to me because it helped me to remember, like, whenever I'm going through like a really crappy moment, I'm just like, I want to just give up and just like throw, just nix the whole thing and get rid of everything and just say, I don't need to do anything with my life. I'm fine where I am. I always try to remind myself that you can tell the size of a man by the size of the thing that brings him down. So getting frustrated easily, all these things, it's helped me to, control my temper more instead of just lashing out or just reacting instead of acting, So that's one of my favorite quotes that I came across recently, and I only came across it through reading books. So you'd be surprised the kind of eye-opening things you will come across when you read books. So just freaking read a book, man. Crack a book open. Doesn't matter what it is, but just getting in the habit of reading books, you're going to want to start reading more interesting things, and you're going to find yourself finding ideas and finding more books, and then you'll pick up a book, you won't be able to put it down. I mean, I think that's one of the most exciting things, more exciting than any TV show, more exciting than any thrill ride in the world, is when you crack open a good book and you just cannot put it down. Like, I don't know why. I don't know about you guys, but that is seriously exciting for me. So those kind of books are really important because they really can just open up your world. Books are like, that's where everything comes from. That's how it all starts. So I think we need to get back to that. I think I had one other idea. I just can't remember what it is. I think the main idea for today, those books, like reading books, is like critical, especially for getting new ideas and being able to just, I mean, you'd be surprised the kind of quality communication and conversations and even arguments. You can have quality arguments. You don't have, I don't know what it's about my generation, but we don't seem to be able to have, we can't seem to have a discourse or an argument without it ending up in broken relationships and hurt feelings and all this BS. It's not that's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be much easier. I mean, first of all, we need to all learn to be cool-headed and to just go through the motions of different ways to communicate better. Because that's one thing that I see is absolutely horrendous with my generation. And it may just be this age, not even just this generation, this, you know, this age group. I mean, this generation of people, no matter what age you are, it's just everyone's starting to act the same way. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. That's what I'm starting to see. You walk by people and you smile at them, they don't smile back. I mean, 99.9% of the time, they won't smile back. And it doesn't matter if they're old or young. This whole thing of disrespect and all these different ideas of how things should be and how they are, and, you know, it's just, I don't know. Don't get me started. So, books, read them, seriously. This is like the point of no return, because if we can't get in the habit of reading books, I mean, this is how book burning started. People stopped reading, and then they wanted to read something else. They were force fed all this stuff to read from all the government and the populace or whatever, and the people didn't want it. They wanted something else because they were brainwashed into thinking that they needed something else other than history, like actual history and actual books and actual context of history and how things used to go. So I think I'm rambling at this point. That pretty much means that it's time to go. So thanks for listening. Crack open a book. Hopefully it's a good one and you can't put it down. I love you all, and I will see you guys later.